Hi, my name is Jill Cox. I'm a director with Usborne Books and More. Family traditions and rituals give kids a sense of belonging and help them feel safe and secure, and they can strengthen family bonds. Creating family traditions around reading is really beneficial because it helps kids build a positive association with reading, helps them internalize the importance of learning and education, and it gives parents an opportunity to talk through stories and help instill values in their kids. The most common reading ritual or tradition is bedtime stories. And the awesome thing about bedtime stories is that the kids know at the end of the day, regardless of what was going on, they're going to have that special time with their family. And it helps them feel loved and secure. One of my favorite bedtime story books is this Classic Stories for Little Children. It has several different classic stories inside, and the illustrations in here are just fabulous. There's not too many words per page, and so it's something that you can even read with a toddler. I feel like this book has been really beneficial to us in helping us give our kids some classic literature in their lives. Now, kids can listen at a higher reading level than they can actually read themselves, so you can introduce chapter books to young children like a preschool age and stuff. And this is a great transition book. This is one of our Hey Jack books. We have Hey Jack and Billy B, and they are great transitions into chapter books because there's not too many words per page, and they still have illustrations. Another excellent transition are our illustrated stories. This one's the illustrated stories from Aesop's. And again, there's not too many words per page, fabulous illustrations to help keep them engaged in the story. My son right now, I have a 5-year-old who is loving The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. This is actually the unabridged original, but it does have illustrations to help make it more accessible to kids. And I just love reading this story with him because it's a complex story, but he's getting it. So one other thing, if you are struggling to get kids to sit still and listen at bedtime stories, try reading to them at meal times because then they're kind of focused on something else, and so they're more likely to sit there and listen. Okay, another common family tradition is to give books as gifts, and this is really nice because the books aren't easily broken, the pieces aren't going to be lost, and they don't contribute to that cluttered feeling you sometimes get after birthdays and holidays. One of my favorites for babies is this Nursery Rhyme book. It comes inside this slip cover. This book is linen bound. It's absolutely beautiful. It's filled with hundreds of nursery rhymes that are beautifully illustrated, and this is something that's going to just be a family treasure. It can even be passed down through the generations. So this is our nursery rhyme book. For older kids, the teens and the tweens, something like this is amazing. Teens and tweens are often drawn to the cover of this Usborne Books of Greek Myths, and Greek mythology is really kind of in right now. The illustrations, again, are awesome, and it's going to give them a familiarity with stories that they're going to learn about later in life, and it'll be easier because they kind of already know how the story goes. So this is something that's going to be treasured for years and years to go to. How Big is a Million is an awesome gift for teachers, children, anyone in your life that you want to say, I love you as much as a million, or thanks a million. Again, there's incredible illustrations, an adorable story, and a surprise at the very end. So, books can help with transitions. I know that my mom had a family tradition where she would give a children's picture book to her kids as they were going away to college to help with that transition. This book here, Double Trouble, is fabulous for kids that are having a new baby sibling come. And we have Jonathan James and the What If Monster, and this is our little What If Monster guy. And every family bookshelf should have Jonathan James and the What If Monster because the message of the story is not only going to help children deal with everyday anxieties, but it's also going to help adults too. And of course, you can get our little plushie too, and he's great to cuddle. Okay, one last tradition that I want to talk about that become very meaningful for our family is a 12 Days of Christmas tradition. And during one holiday season, we were kind of going through a chaotic and challenging time. We were struggling to make that holiday joyful. And then I saw a post on Facebook with an idea of unwrapping a book every day for 12 days. So I decided to give it a try. I selected books that I thought would appeal to all of my kids, and we wrapped them up. And that definitely became the highlight of our Christmas. Opening a book together each night, reading it together. If it was an activity book, doing that activity together. And it was something that even my teenagers treasured. So that's become a special family tradition for us. This tradition not only works well at Christmas time, but it can work before Valentine's Day or Easter, or maybe like a countdown for summer vacation would be great too. If it's something that you'd like to do, of course, select books that are going to work with the ages of the kids in your life. But I'm just going to show you a few that I chose because they work for a wide age range. And the first one is this Fairy Tale Treasury. It's also linen bound, filled with lots of fairy tales. Something that I love about it is it's not just your classic ones like Cinderella. There's some uncommon ones in here, ones that I'd never heard of. And again, the illustrations are just beautiful, and it's something that can be also enjoyed for generations. A Things to Spot book is really great too for multiple ages. This is 1001 Things to Spot on Vacation. When kids are little, you can just say, hey, let's find the straw shades. And as they get older, you can say, okay, we found 3. Now how many more do we need to find? And so it can help them with their math skills, in addition to just being something fun that, little 2-year-olds can enjoy, and also tween siblings. The Delightful Illustrated Stories is one of our illustrated stories collections. And again, we just got beautiful illustrations, not too many words on a page, but the stories are engaging enough. The older kids are going to love them just as much as those little preschoolers. Now, since we did ours at Christmas time, I included some Christmas books. And this is the musical Christmas Carol. And I loved being able to introduce this story to just really young kids. And as you heard, there's great sound effects with the musical version. And we also have an unabridged Christmas Carol that our family received for Christmas this year, or that year. So that's just a little bit about books and family traditions, and how books can make your family traditions more meaningful to make special occasions even better and help your kids feel a sense of belonging and security and love. Thanks.